Today, I am going to talk about something that holds back so many English learners wrong assumptions towards learning English. If you have ever thought like, I need perfect grammar to speak fluently in English, and I need to memorize so many English words in English and to build my vocabulary, and I need a perfect English speaking partner to practice every single day, and also I need to practice so many hours in a day to practice English, and I need to read, write every single day, so much of hours, and this is a very hard process to do. And if you are thinking like that, you are doing wrong. And this video is definitely for you. Let's remove all those fears and misbeliefs towards learning English, and try to build a strong mindset to get the fluency in English. Try to stick to the end of this video. Definitely, you will find so many solutions, and you can remove all of your misconceptions assumptions towards learning English. Okay, the first assumption is I need perfect grammar to speak fluently in English. See, fluency is not only about grammar, it is about practicing, making mistakes, and learning from those mistakes. The more mistakes you make, the more fluency you will get. But majority of the people are only focusing on learning grammar, and they are not even realizing that grammar is not the only solution to get the fluency in English. But if you keep on thinking like grammar, you will never get the fluency in English. Just try to understand the reality. Just focus on the practice and getting practical experience in practicing English, right? So the more you practice, the more you learn English. So grammar cannot take you to the fluency in English. So even so many people will be there. They teach very well grammar in English, but they cannot even speak English very properly. So this is the only solution to get the fluency. Just don't focus on grammar. Focus on practice and get the practical experience in English, right? So if I ask about your how did you learn your native language, did you focus on completely grammar? Of course not. You make mistakes and you correct it over the time in your native language. So how can you expect that the entire fluency from only from the grammar? So you cannot even get, and you cannot even make yourself better in English. Okay, just try to come out of that phobia. Definitely, you will become fluent in English. Okay. And the second assumption is I need to memorize big words in English. See, English and the fluency is not about how much big words you are using in your real life conversations, right? So it is all about simplicity. How you are expressing your emotions and feelings and your point of view to someone else. Right? It is all depends on it. Right? It doesn't matter how much simple words you are using, how much critical words you are using. It doesn't take you to the fluency level, and you have to understand it. Why it is important at the starting stages, at the beginner stages, if you are trying to use strong words and critical words, you will confuse, and you cannot express your thoughts and feelings in a proper way to someone else, right? So the more you practice, the more you focus on simple words and using simple sentences, you can express your thoughts and you can be very clear in your mind. It doesn't matter how poshly you are speaking in English, just try to focus on simplicity at the starting stage. If you keep on focusing on it, definitely you will, over the time, you will get the fluency, and you can use those critical words and the hard words also in your conversations. That day will also come. But initial days, you have to focus on simple words and using simple phrases. Just try to explain your thoughts and try to have conversations in a simple manner with others, right? So definitely you can be more comfortable and you can feel free to speak many times while speaking with someone else, right? So, and if you are using very critical words and your mind always tells you to, okay, just end up with conversations, we are stucking and we are hesitating, and the words are not coming with a full of flow, right? You will feel like that, right? So just try to focus on simplicity, then you will get the perfect solution and you can feel. The third assumption is only speaking with natives improves fluency. it's a false assumption that you have in your mind. See, end of the day, it doesn't matter with whom you are practicing, right? So if you are believing that if I practice with native speakers, so then only I can improve my English to the fluency level, you can never improve your fluency, because it doesn't matter with whom you are practicing. Even if you practice with yourself, even if you are speaking with AI chatbots, so many tools will be there. But if you are not using them and you keep on worrying about, I'm not getting the native speakers, I'm not getting the real person. So practice is practice. End of the day, it doesn't matter with whom you are practicing and with whom you are speaking in your regular daily life. Right? If you are thinking like, if I practice with only native speakers, so then only I can improve my English fluency. So it's completely a wrong thing. You need to practice. That's the thing, right? So it's all about how much time you are investing, how much the practical experience you are getting in practicing English, right? So it is all about the matter, but it doesn't matter with whom you are practicing. Natives are helpful, but that is not the only way to get the fluency. You can speak with your friends and neighbors, and you can use so much of AI tools in your mobile only, right? So, but you are not utilizing them. You are keep on thinking about native speakers, natives, right? So I hope you got my point. Just try to utilize you and yourself, and even you can practice with yourself, right? So you can improve. There are so many ways to practice English, but if you're completely worrying about it, doesn't make sense. Just try to focus on it. The fourth assumption is we must study English for hours daily, right? So it doesn't matter how many hours you are investing in your day, but if you invest at least 20 minutes also, you can get the better results in your fluency. But if you keep on thinking about the more hours we can spend, of course it is also possible and it is also right the thing, but if you are stopping yourself and not managing time in a proper way in your life, and if you are thinking like, I cannot spend that many hours on this particular language and I have only lesser time to practice English, so that is the reason I am quitting this. If you are thinking like this, definitely you are excusing, you are using this thing as an excuse, right? So just if you can spend at least 10 to 20 minutes every single day without skipping one single day, it is all possible. But you are not ready to spend those 20 minutes in every single day. And also you are giving, I don't have too much of time to practice English. Then how can you practice? Then how can you improve your English? Right? So just try to realize that small changes can take the big difference, can make the big difference in English fluency, especially, right? So it is not about how many hours you are spending. It is all about how much consistency you are, and how much genuine you are, how much passionate you are to practice English, right? If you don't push yourself to practice English, and nobody can, right? And nobody can take you to the fluency level from the beginner stage to the advanced, and it will never happen. It is all depend on you only, until unless if you don't show and if you don't push yourself to practice English in a regular basis, just nobody can. So just try to realize about this thing, and it can make a big difference. Just even you spend 10 to 20 minutes every single day, but don't miss the consistency and have patience in learning English. Definitely, it's a process of learning English. It can take time and it will make you to the best in speaking English. The fifth assumption is I am too slow and I am too old to learn English. Right? See, there are no rules to learning English, and not only English, there is no certain age of limit to learning things, right? So you can have any time you can learn anything, right? So even in this language also, It doesn't matter how much old you are, and it doesn't matter how you are learning English. Just it is all about how much passionate you are, how much interested you are to learning English. Just try to focus on practice only. Try to find the better ways and try to open up new ways to practice English. And if you close this way, just try to. And if you are closing this path to practice English, just try to find another way to practice English. So definitely it can make you the better fluency and it can take you the better fluency in English. So just try to hope you got my point. And as I said, the age doesn't matter here, and the way of learning is also doesn't matter. Everybody have different perceptions and different ideology towards learning a language, right? So the one person can get the fluency in 3 months, and another person can get the fluency in 6 months, right? So it is all about how much genuine you are to practice English. So at the end of the day, it shows its results. Right? So time doesn't matter and age doesn't matter. The process is also doesn't matter. It is all about consistency and efforts, genuine efforts you have to put to speak fluently in English. Okay, I hope you got my point, and this is all about this video. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep practicing, keep growing, and never stop speaking. Okay.